like humbling men.
The whole time I was seeing him, I was kind of just using it as a psychology experiment, and I didn't really like the guy. I more just wanted to see if I could break his heart.
I like humbling men.
You like humbling men?
Yeah, it's like my pastime.
You do work at a strip club, so do you humble men there?
No, I take their money.
Imagine if a man was saying this, saying he loves breaking the hearts of innocent girls. There'd be blue-haired land whales lining up in the streets, protesting about how the patriarchy has oppressed them. Say it with me, women are just as vile as men. Nobody's innocent in this game. Well, women are just a little better with the manipulation.
You name, like, whatever comes to your head, 3 things women are naturally better at than men.
Making decisions, multitasking, and being level-headed.
Can you name what?
Well, definitely not fucking driving. Women are naturally better at caring for children. They're generally more compassionate and emotional. Women are naturally better at playing the sexual market value game because they're keenly aware of the social dynamics. They're much more aware than blue-pilled men, that is.
Say those things, and I don't do anything to you that threatens your life. Guess what? You're broken up with me now, right? Stop being this fucking dramatic.
They're fucking filming us! Like, stop!
Hey, what the fuck are you doing?
Oh man. This guy clearly needs to watch some Red Fields videos. Just look at him. If the metaphorical pedestal wasn't enough, he just had to place himself below the girl, acting like he's begging for her approval. These men need help, and the red pill is just what they need.
We need men.
I don't personally think so. I'm doing fine without them.
Do we need men?
By need, they forget the other 99.99% stuff that men do for society. They think need is financial and emotional support, can't expect better from women who can only speak from their point of view. They're forgetting that the roads they're driving on were made by men. The car that they used to drive on that road, made by men, were designed by men. The engineers that worked on that car designed by men on the road made by men were men. I could go on and on. The world was built by men. And the audacity of modern women to take shelter in the comfort of modern living and claim they don't need men is just outstanding.
I'm not looking for a man.
I don't want a man. I don't need a man.
How about we start asking the Ukrainian women riding the buses if they need men? Maybe that's a good start. My point is, the further away society is from the comfort of modern living, the more people slide back into their gender roles. Trust me, if you put all these modern females on a sinking boat, they're suddenly going to need the most masculine protector. It's embarrassing.
Men are luxury items to women at this point.
It just amazes me how women can openly degrade men to an object and not get any outrage. She's right though. Men are luxury items. For now. Once shit hits the fan, when the car needs a tire change, when there's a sudden noise downstairs, when a thug is chasing after them, and when the enemies are at the door, men are suddenly called upon to act like men. Yeah, I'm scared of the damage this dangerous ideology has done already. I'm convinced there'll be no more strong masculine women ready to respond when that happens. Hey, you reap what you sow, Western society.
Let's be real, y'all. Men have one of the most, the manosphere is one of the most powerful voices on the internet today, okay? We are hearing what they're saying. They are being very clear about what they like and what they dislike. And I think a lot of women take issue with that because we are not meeting the preferences that they say they want. We are not meeting the standard. If I was meeting the standard, I wouldn't have an issue with your standard because I meet it. But I have issue or take issue with your standard when I don't meet it, when I'm not the preference, when I don't feel like I'm desirable. That's what it boils down to, is the fact that we want to be desirable, and when we don't feel like we're desirable and we feel like we're being rejected by what they're saying their preferences are, we're coming at, we're aggressive, we're, poking holes and diminishing what they're saying, discrediting them. But that's their preference, and they're entitled to their preferences.
Wow, a fucking rational take. Amazing. There are high-quality women out there with the capacity to think. They're most likely in high demand, and you won't find them in the clubs twerking with the chads. They're at home, church, school, work, etc. Some of them make content like this. This is why I always emphasize that you should work on yourself. so you can hopefully attract and have a pick at your high-quality women.
Oh, I love comedy.
People think I'm confident, but I'm actually just loud.
Yes.
Yeah. When it comes to believing in myself, I'm an atheist.
I am of the belief that women are naturally unfunny. Most women, that is. Perhaps it's because a large part of comedy is self-awareness, something they are severely lacking today.
This is the biggest lesson that you've learned in your life so far.
Don't trust women that you don't know very well.
What's a bad experience that happened related to that, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm always told I'm a nice guy, and you know, nice guys always finish last. So I've been robbed.
Robbed, like physically? Like they steal your stuff, or emotionally?
They steal my shit, like my wallet and cash and whatnot. You know, and I'm a nice guy. I take them in. They say, "Oh, can my friend stay at your place? She's homeless." I'm like, "Yeah." What do I get in return? Nothing. I wasn't even asking for sex or nothing. Okay. If there's one thing I could say again, nice guys finish last. That's about it.
Oh, give me a break, buddy. You weren't asking for sex. You were hoping. But I don't hold it against him. It's society's conditioning of men. You gotta be nice. Nice guys never win. Why? Because they don't have backbones. Women will naturally encroach your boundaries. That's their programming. Once you compromise too much, thinking that it's going to make her happy, it won't. It's gonna make the girl resent you. And the funny thing is, women don't understand why they suddenly resent the guy who had been so nice to them. The beta provider Bob, who always listened to them and let them do whatever they want. Women are attracted to men who can exact and inflict pain, exhibit fortitude and strength. Why is that? Because that means you'd be a good provider. How is that connected to being a good provider? Because you can say no to things. How does saying no to things make you a good provider? Because you can tell other people to fuck off when they're encroaching you and your girl's space and resources. You being nice is an indicator that you can't protect yourself and your girl. Something women find super unattractive. It's complicated, I know, but just play the game.
Where did you meet your last hookup?
In person.
At the gym?
It was at the gym.
Did he approach you?
Yeah.
What did he say?
He asked me for my number.
Straight away?
Straight away.
So it was like, can I have your phone number?
Hey, excuse me, this is my name. What's your name? Can I have your phone number?
And that worked?
He did.
You don't have to put all this pressure on yourself to have this crazy, flirty conversation where you're teasing the girl and doing all these weird pickup artist tricks. Like all these girls revealed that it was really basic conversation that they had.
It was basic conversation because the man was probably already good looking. This is why I preach more about the red pill than the PUA stuff. Because the red pill is much simpler. Work on yourself. If you've gotten a high enough SMP, things will be easier for you. Cover the bases, gentlemen. Looks, money, status, game, frame.
And you ladies need to come to this realization that you've been told college and careers make you valuable. It does not make you valuable to us as men.
Can you explain what would make us valuable?
Yeah, feminine, friendly, cooperative, submissive, childless. Those things make you valuable. The ability to be coachable and trainable and teachable. The ability to get on our program, follow our lead. You're a valued counsel, but we make the decision. You're talking about a top 1% man. And you're talking like a modern woman who wants a partner and you ain't paying for shit.
Ah, the power that feminism has inflicted on modern society. Women nowadays actually think their useless gender studies degree make them valuable in the sexual marketplace. Whatever Kevin mentioned, that's what it is. Well, unless you're a beta buck.
Hook up with a guy you had.
You want me to tell this story?
Fucking say it.
So I had Bumble like a year ago, 2 years ago, I don't remember. This was my last interaction with Bumble. I will never, ever, ever, ever download it again, ever. This is why. This beautiful pilot would hit me up, would talk about how he was gonna cook me dinner and how he was gonna be like so good in bed and eating out, all of the things, okay? Everything. He went off, he bragged, it was talk for like weeks, okay? We finally met up at like noon one day. It took like 3 minutes, okay? It was like so short and depressing, and afterwards I was like, listen to me, I'm never coming here again and I will never have sex with you again, ever. And I told him that it was terrible and I walked away and I deleted the app and I've never downloaded it since.
Well, it's hard to compete with a dildo, you know? Yes, that's modern women for you. Everything went out of the window just because he couldn't last more than her collection of toys. Imagine having starfish sex with a random chick like this, and she goes off just like this because you couldn't last an hour like the dudes that have been dicking her down in the clubs. What a ridiculous time to be alive.
When I'm in a relationship, I don't believe in spending my money on my man.
Oh, it's this supermodel. I'm not gonna put you through too much, so let's just watch a bit.
His money is for me, my money is for me.
Yep, that's enough. Just look at that. That's the boss bitch attitude you're gonna get from walking, talking land whales. Can't get any better than that. And society will force you to rearrange your standards so you can accommodate losers like this lady. Nope.
Let's say your man wanted you to change outfits coming to Countdown. What would you tell him?
No, because I could dress however I want and he shouldn't be ashamed of it. And if anything, he should be, damn, that's my girl. She looks so good. Like, I know she looks good.
What if he asked you nicely, like, baby, can you please change? I would really like it if you change.
I'd be like, baby, no, I'm sorry. I look good and I want everyone to see.
But
I look good and I want everyone to see. Yes, that would be her usual response to a beta buck. But if it was a Chad, she'd have no problem changing. Women make rules for betas, but break them for alphas. Also, that response is twofold. It means she doesn't find you valuable enough. So she markets herself by looking good, just in case she finds a better man. Oh man, we can write a book just on this topic. But I'm sure you get the point.
You spent 5 years in prison for failing to pay child support for the defendant, Ms. Sears' son, Dylan.
That's right.
Now, and what are you feeling in this moment?
I feel like I have never ever deserved disrespect. I was not the woman that showed up at your doorstep every 2 months. You're gonna be my baby's daddy. I have never disrespected you. I let you be and live your life and live your selfish life you've lived for the last 20 years.
Ran 2 tests. The results are as follows. In the case of Manser versus Sear, as it pertains to 20-year-old Dylan Sear, Mr. Manser, you are not
God.
his father.
Oh, man. 5 years in prison. Oh, my God. She should be convicted of some crime.
No, I should not. I didn't.
That is fraud.
Mr. Manser,
That is fraud.
I know you're upset. Do you want to find out who your father is?
Of course.
Miss Sear, do you know?
Yes, ma'am.
You know who his father is?
Yes, I talk to him still.
Listen.
Get away from my son.
He apologized.
And under another breath, he's calling me a liar.
You cannot stand there and really suggest that you cannot comprehend why this man would not have any type of ill feeling, frustration, or regret as it relates to anything involving you. 5 years in prison. And then I say, do you know who your son's father is? And you say, yes, I'm still in touch with him. That is a really huge pill to swallow.
Jesus friggin' Christ! Better swallow the red pill now, boys, before you swallow this huge pill she talked about. This is what happens when you ignore the red flags of a woman. Women in accountability are like oil and water. They can't mix. I'm not saying the man is innocent, but that woman is the devil incarnate. Choose your women wisely, gentlemen, or this just might happen to you.
Male version of a cougar? A pedophile.
Women shame men for choosing younger women over them. This is usually apparent in women who've hit the wall. Never let these shame tactics get to you, boys.
Dude, this guy's tiny. He must be a dwarf. Sorry, I'm not interested in being friends with midgets. Midgets.
It's good. That's her preference. However, men should also be afforded the same freedom at picking women who aren't candidates for the C world.
How are men not the issue?
well, men and women are different. I know that's controversial. You can't even say that nowadays.
Are men and women different? We were both born the same way. We both have the same mind. We both have the same opportunities. So how are we different?
You give birth, don't you?
That's the only thing.
That's a pretty big difference. See, men have to deal with what we can get.
There are more women on this earth than there are men. You can walk into a room and you can choose from 10 women. Women, we have to settle because there are not enough men out here that are readily available.
So do you think men have more options than women?
Way more.
So if you text every man in your phone right now and you say you want to smash tonight, what's your success rate on that?
100%.
Okay, now ask me the same question.
That's different.
It depends on how you look. That's what I would answer to, and if you ask for my response on that.
She really thinks men and women are the same.
How do you decide who you're
I don't do pro. I only do collabs. They have to be someone I would f in real life. Someone that I find generally attractive. They have to know how to do this. I can't be telling you like, yo, send me your test results. I've definitely walked into collabs and they just have like their phone, no tripod, no ring light. Like they just thought it was literally gonna be like back shots in the car. And I'm like, at this point, you have to kind of like know what you're doing.
More women are entering OnlyFans, which means more of them are gonna be single. This might be a good opportunity to put stocks in that cat market, because it's about to boom the next decade.
I don't want to be rude or mean or anything, but I was at a dinner with this woman who was so obese. She was telling me how she couldn't find any swimwear for girls who are curvy. I thought to myself, oh my God, like you're refusing to live in reality. You're delusional. I am curvy, you are obese. And she kept referring to herself as curvy. Women, they take no accountability and they don't live in reality. She's delusional.
Yep. Women are delusional. Now, I'm not saying all women are delusional. Only most modern women are, especially in the West. It's not as bad in Asia and other countries. If you work on yourself and become a high-value man, you won't have to sift through all this nonsense. You'll easily get high-value women. It just takes time and a shit ton of effort. Anyway, that's all we have for you today, boys. Thanks for watching.